So, welcome back for this linear equations and inequations class. We have done on day 1 on linear inequations and day 2 on linear equations, and now we are going for absolute forms, absolute values. Now, what actually an absolute value is? See, simple thing is, see, for example, mod A suppose mod A equal to 2. So, this is called as absolute value of A. So, A equal to, when I remove absolute form, you will write plus or minus like that. Okay. So, that means inside mod, if it is negative, mod of minus 2 is plus 2, mod of plus 2 is plus 2, that is the meaning of it, that is called as absolute form. So, now we are going to cover something like this. So, whenever we are talking about absolute values, we will talk about the positive as well as negative values, right children. So, now you see which of the following must be true if A by B is less than or equal to minus 3. So, here if you observe A, B, C, D values, options, A is less than or equal to minus 3B, directly cross multiplication he has done. A is greater than or equal to minus 3B, a change of sign. Actually, here it is less than or equal, but here it has become greater than or equal to. So, sign change. I told other day, sign changes will take place if plus becomes minus, minus becomes plus, like that. Whenever sign change takes place, direction also changes. Sign changes, direction changes. Option C, A is less than or equal to minus 3B is less than or equal to 0. A is greater than minus 3B, equal to sign is not there. So, automatically this cannot be the answer. So, now this equal to signs are there, so this could be the answer. So, now look at this, when will this happen or when will this happen? So, now if B is, see, we might want to multiply on B by B on both sides, but B might be negative. If B is negative, then there are two possibilities. B is positive, what happens? B is negative, what happens? If B is positive, then directly A is less than or equal to minus 3B, and minus 3B, as B is positive, minus 3 into positive is negative, so less than 0, right children? If B is equal to 0, then that becomes 0, otherwise it will be less than 0. Now, if B is less than 0, then this becomes greater than, because minus 3 into negative is positive, minus 3 into negative is positive, therefore, A's sign changes, here direction changes. So, A is greater than or equal to minus 3B, and of course, as this is minus 3 into negative is positive, so greater than 0, right children. So, which option satisfies? Option D satisfies. Please note it fast. Right children, so let us move to the next question. So, mod of 2x minus 3 is less than or equal to 1 by 4, then he is talking about the ranges of x. See, whenever we remove absolute form, see mod A, already we discussed, mod A is less than or equal to some p, let us say. So, A is greater than or equal to minus p, less than or equal to p, this is what we need to write. So, if there is only less than symbol, here also we will have only less than symbol. If it is equal to symbol also, then equal to symbol also will come. So, now look at this, minus mod of 2x minus 3 is less than or equal to 1 by 4. So, 2x minus 3 should be greater than or equal to minus 1 by 4, less than or equal to 1 by 4. So, you see this is what we have written here. So, if I take this, I can write this as 2x minus 3 is greater than or equal to minus 1 by 4, less than or equal to 1 by 4. Less than or equal to 1 by 4. So, here in this case what he did, he also brought this minus 3 onto the other side, so that becomes plus 3. So, this is the logic. So, you add 3 everywhere, 3 minus 1 by 4 is less than or equal to 2x is less than or equal to 1 by 4 plus 3. That is what we have done, you see. 3 minus 1 by 4, 3 minus 1 by 4. Less than or equal to 2x, less than or equal to x. Less than or equal to 3 plus 1 by 4, less than or equal to 3 plus 1 by 4. Right, children? So now what happens to this? 2x is greater than or equal to 4 3 is 12 minus 1, 11 by 4, less than or equal to 12 plus 1, 13 by 4. So divide by 2 throughout now. You see 11 by 4 and 13 by 4 we got or not? So divide by 2 throughout. So x is greater than or equal to 11 by 8, less than or equal to 13 by 8. Which option satisfies greater than or equal to 11 by 8, less than or equal to 13 by 8? Option A satisfies. Please note it fast. Yes, children. Now look at this. See, suppose here if you take the same thing. So now look at this. See, this is instead of mod A is less than or equal to P. Suppose if this is there, we are writing this as A is greater than or equal to minus P, less than or equal to P. That is what we have written. So other day I also explained, instead of this, if mod A is greater than or equal to P, if it is there, I told we will write A belongs to minus infinity comma minus P union P comma infinity. This is what I discussed. So please remember, children, don't forget to write these values correctly. You have to see whether it is less than or equal to or greater than or equal to. If it is greater than or equal to, this will be the case. Less than or equal to, this will be the case. Right, children? So please remember these rules, what I am talking. Actually, they are not rules, they are mathematical proofs. But we are calling them as rule just to make things simpler for you. That's all. Right, children? So let's go to the next question. If R is a real number such that mod R is less than 1, and if A equal to 5 into 1 minus R, then A values. So mod R is less than 1. So what is R from here? Of course, mod R is less than 1 means I said R should be lying between minus 1 and 1. If equal to sign is there here, we will take equal to sign here. If equal to sign is not there here, we will not take equal to sign. Minus 1 plus 1, right, children? So, but what is R from here? What is R from there? You see, R equal to 5 minus it is like this, 5 minus 5R equal to A. So 5R equal to 5 minus A, R equal to 1 minus A by 5, like that. So in place of R, I can write 1 minus A by 5. So please note that here. So 1 minus R is A by 5. Yeah, you see 5 into 1 minus R is greater than 0, less than 10. So, or otherwise you can simplify it. See, R is greater than minus 1, less than 1, isn't it? So 1 minus A by 5 is greater than minus 1, less than 1. So now take 1, add 1 on both everywhere, subtract 1 everywhere. So minus 2 is less than, minus A by 5 is less than 0. So then if I remove minus sign, 0 is less than, A by 5 is less than 2. So A is greater than 0, less than 10. That's what we got here or not? See, children, this is one way of simplifying it. Okay? If this simplification becomes difficult, I can also go like this. You see, this part I think there should be no problem to anyone. minus 1 is less than, r is less than 1, there is no problem. Okay. Now what is r from here? From here r is nothing but 1 minus a by 5. 1 minus a by 5. In place of r I am writing 1 minus a by 5 like this. So to eliminate this 1 I need to subtract 1 everywhere. Minus 1 means minus 2, 1 minus 1 0 cancelled, 1 minus 1 0. Right children? So now I should eliminate this minus sign. When I eliminate minus sign, these directions also will change. 0 will go that side, minus 2 will come this side and becomes plus 2, because minus into minus is plus 2. So a by 5 is greater than 0, less than 2. Multiply by 5 throughout. So 0 into 5 is 0, 2 into 5 is 10. So a is greater than 0, less than 10. So any of the ways, either this way or this way, anyway whichever you feel is more comfortable, you do that way. Please copy it fast children. Yes children. Now if you have any doubt here, you want me to discuss this also? Okay, look at this. R is greater than minus 1, less than 1. So we want minus r, isn't it? So multiply by minus sign. So this becomes minus 1, this comes here, 1 goes that side. Minus r is greater than minus 1, less than 1. I want 1 minus r, add 1. 1 minus r is 1 minus 1 is 0, 1 plus 1 is 2. So 1 minus r is there, so I need into 5. So multiply by 5. 5 into 1 minus r is greater than 0 into 5 is 0, less than 2 into 5 is 10. So 5 into 1 minus r is a. A is greater than 0, less than 10. So either of the ways it's one and same children. Okay. Doesn't matter what way you work, it all depends on how you feel more comfortable, which method you feel more comfortable, either this method or this method. So here what we are doing, first we are finding out what is r using this, then substituting in place of r the value, and then what is finding out what is a. Here what we are doing, a is 5 into 1 minus r, we are finding out the value of 5 into 1 minus r, then replacing it by a. Either of the things it's okay. So it doesn't matter how you follow it. Okay. Let's go to the next question children. So let's look at this. Set of values of x satisfying mod of 5 minus x by 3 is less than 2. Again less than 2 has come, means I should write 5 minus x by 3 is greater than minus 2, less than 2. Now first and foremost thing is what? I should eliminate by 3. So to eliminate by 3 you need to multiply by 3 throughout. So minus 6 is less than 5 minus x is less than 6, correct or not? Multiplied by 3 throughout. So next I'll subtract 5 everywhere. Minus 6 minus 5 is minus 11, less than 5 minus 5 is 0, minus 6 is less than 6 minus 5 is 1. I want to eliminate minus sign. So multiply by minus sign throughout. So x is greater than, this 1 into minus 1 will come to the left side, minus 1, minus 11 into minus 1 is plus 11. So x is greater than minus 1, less than 11. So option B satisfies. So now look at this, what we have done here. It's same but simple process, that's all. So look at this. So we are bringing here in these cases some A, B, M, C like that. Here we are doing directly. So whichever you feel more comfortable, either this method or this method, you can follow. Ultimately I am keen in you getting the answers children. That is very important. Correct answers in the right methods. Please note it. Okay children, let's move to the next question. Look at this. 0 is greater than x. 0 is greater than x means x is less than 0. Similarly, x is greater than y and 0 is greater than y means y is also lesser than 0. Y and x both are less than zeros and x is bigger than y means if suppose let us say x if I take minus 2, then y may be minus, x is greater than minus 2, minus, I mean y no, so then it could be minus 3 like that, something like this, okay, but both are negative, both are negative. He did not tell that they are only integers, they can be even fractions also children. It depends on what kind of thing that he is taking. So, which of the following is lesser than x by y? Which of the following is lesser than x by y? So, look at that, if x is negative and y is negative, x by y is always positive. X by y is always positive. But if you take which of the following is less than x by 5 means x by y should be greater than these things. So, x by y is greater than 1 means only if x is greater than y, that is possible. So, look at this options given here. If you look at this, y by x is greater than 1 and x by y is greater than 0. So now if you look at this option x by 2y, so now look at this children, 0 is greater than x is greater than y, he said. I want x by y, so divide by y by y by y. So 0 is greater than x by y is greater than 1. So x by y lesser than x by y, he said. So if x by y is greater than 1, then 1 is lesser than x by y. So option A satisfies. Please note it fast. Right children. So let's move to the next question. So if mod y is less than 1 and y is not equal to 0, which of the following statements is always true? So always they should be true. Mod y is less than 1 means what? Y lies between minus 1 and 1. Minus 1 and 1. So now mod y is less than 1. So y lies between minus 1 and 1. That is what we discussed just now here. Okay children. So now y square means when you square it, it will be positive. It will be positive. So greater than 0, less than 1. Y square will be greater than 0 and less than 1. So what is statement 1 says y is less than 3y. Second one is y square is less than y cube. And third is y square is less than 1 by y square. So if y square is less than 1, 1 by y square will be greater than 1. See, whenever you change plus to minus or minus to plus, direction changes. Similarly, when multiplication to division or division to multiplication changes, also direction changes. If y square is less than 1, 1 by y square will be greater than 1. 1 by y square will be greater than 1. So now, look at this. So y square is greater than 0, less than 1. But 1 by y square is greater than 1, so 1 should be lesser than 1 by y square. So this equation satisfies. So which option satisfies? Option number 3. Y square is less than 1 by y square. Y square is less than 1 by y square. Children, have you followed? Look at these two. Look at these two. Here y cube has come and here of course only y. So the only option that we can discuss is option number 3. So only 3 is always true. Please note it fast. Okay children. See, I think this point it should have been clear. I discussed here, see, whenever plus changes to minus, the direction changes. Multiplication changes to division, then also direction changes. Y square is less than 1, 1 by y square will be greater than 1. Please observe. So, please be very much careful with this direction and sign changes, children. Directions and sign changes. Please be very much careful. These are the places where students can mistake and commit errors. So, please be careful. Don't try to lose any marks anywhere in these type of delicate cases. Okay, children. So, let's move to the next one. Problem. Such a big question here. As soon as you see question, you will get panicked. And many times students don't even read the question when they see the length of the question, thinking that solution will be very big. I clearly stated when length of question is long, answers could be very small. When length of question is short, answers could be long sometimes, not every time, children. Please don't get confused. So now read this question carefully, but whatever may be the size of question, read question carefully and try to answer by applying your brain. Don't get panicked. Panickiness will spoil your performance in the examination hall. So don't get panicked. Apply your brain. If you find something difficult, you can go for value substitutions and get it. Okay. So if X represents the number of boxes in small cups and Y represents the number of boxes of large cups that Jenny can order and store, and the storage room can hold up to 30 boxes, each small cups, 30 boxes, each small cup costs 20 and each large cup costs $30 and maximum of $720 can be spent in total, then which of the following system of equations represents the equations? So children, observe, X is what? Number of boxes of small cups. Number of boxes can never be negative. Either they should be 0 or greater than 0. Either they should be 0 or greater than 0. So, X should be greater than or equal to 0 and Y represents the number of boxes of large cups. They should also be greater than or equal to 0. So, first and foremost point is both X and Y should be greater than or equal to 0. How many of these have? 1, 2, 3, 4. All have same. Next, how many, what is the, each small cup costs $20, each small cup costs $20 and each large cup costs $30. Okay. So, what are the other equations that should satisfy these given things? See, X plus Y, number of what is X? What is X, children? X represents number of boxes of small cups. Number of boxes of small cups plus number of boxes of large cups should be less than or equal to 30. So, why it is less than or equal to 30? Read the question, children. Question itself tells you all the answers. And the storage room can hold up to 30 boxes, means maximum number of boxes of small cups and big cups together should be only 30. So, it cannot be more than 30. Therefore, number of small cup boxes plus number of large cup boxes should be less than or equal to 30. Now, each small cup box is costing $20. 20 into number of boxes plus 30 into number of large boxes should be less than or equal to total cost spent is $720. So, satisfying all the conditions, the option A satisfies the given conditions. Is it clear, children? So, there is nothing you are doing, simply trying to write what he has given. I repeat once again, please listen carefully and observe and see how answer could be A. X represent boxes of small cups. Number of boxes can be either 0 or positive, but cannot be negative. So, both X and Y should be greater than or equal to 0. X and Y should be greater than or equal to 0. The maximum storage of this storage room is 30, means small cups boxes plus large cup boxes should be less than or equal to 30 because maximum is 30. Cost of each box of small cup into number of boxes plus cost of large cups into number of boxes should be lesser than $720. They can either spend total money or they can save some money. So, it should be lesser than or equal to 720. Right, children? So, please observe. You see, there is nothing in this. Question is very big. Answer is very small. Direct writing what he has given. That's all. Right, children? Please note it fast. Yeah, this is the answer. Right, children, let's move to the next question. So, look at this. If x is 7 more than y and y is 5 less than z, then what is x when z equal to 5? So, first of all, let us write the relations between xy and yz. X is 7 more than y. X is 7 more means plus, than y means plus y. So, x is y plus 7. Then what is that he said? Y is 5 less than z. Y is 5 less than z means z minus 5. So, now he is asking you to find out the value of x when z is 5. So, when z is 5, what is y? 0. So, x equal to 0 plus 7. So, that is 7. Therefore, x will be equal to 7 when z will be equal to 5. Right, children? Please note it fast. Right, children? So, let us go to the next question. Look at this. Y is greater than 15x plus a, y is less than 5x plus b. This when it is a and this when it is b. Right, children? So, in the system of inequalities above, a and b are constants. If 1, 20 is a solution to the system, which of the following could be the values of b minus a? 1, 20 means x is 1, y is 20. So, now look at this, children. Plug in x equal to 1, y equal to 20. Plug in means what? Substitute x equal to 1, y equal to 20 in the first inequality. So, what happens if x is 1, y is 20? So, 20 is greater than 15 plus a. 20 is greater than 15 plus a. So, 5 is greater than a. So, a is less than 5. A is less than 5. So, same thing you do for second equation also. So, what happens? Y is 20 is less than 5 into 1 is 5 plus b. So, 15 is less than b. 15 is less than b and a is less than 5. 15 is less than b and a is less than 5. Okay, children? 15 is less than b means b is greater than 15. 5 is greater than a means a is lesser than 5. Children, followed? So, that is what you need to look at this. So, a is less than 5 and b is greater than 15. The difference between what is that he has b and a? B minus a, 15 minus 5, 10. 15 minus 5, 10. So, which of the following could be the value of b minus a? So, we got 10 or not? We got 10. So, option C satisfies. So, what is that he said? Which of the following could be the value? So, it should be C, not D. Please note it fast. So, greater than in the system of an equation should be the, which of the following should be the minimum value. If it is minimum value, then option D satisfies. Please take it fast. See why it should be greater than, because 15 minus 5 they are inequations. B is greater than 15 and A is less than 5. So therefore, B minus A should be greater than 10 children. Please understand the differences. When it should be equal, when it should be greater. See, all the difference comes here. See, when you are talking about equal to, students may get confused that it should be equal to 10, then why not option C is right, why only option D? See, this is the minimum difference or not? This is the minimum difference. Minimum difference means the difference should be higher than that minimum value. So therefore, it should be higher than 10. Higher than 10, we have only one option. So answer is D. Please remember, this is an inequation and this is the minimum difference, not maximum difference or not equal difference. It is minimum difference. So answer should be 12. That is D. So please go to the next question. If mod A is less than 1, mod A is less than 1 means what? A is greater than minus 1, less than 1. That is the meaning of it. Then which of the following must be true? 1 by A is greater than 1. So A is less than 1, so 1 by A will be greater than 1. So A square will be, A square means what? It should be greater than 0, lesser than 1, and A is greater than minus 1. You see, all mod A is less than 1 means this. First option you see, second option, A is less than 1, so A square will be lesser than 1. A square will be lesser than 1. So A is less than 1, so 1 by A will be greater than 1 by 1. So 1 by A will be greater than 1. So therefore, option number 2 satisfies, and option number 1, mod A is one side we are looking at, 1 by A is greater than 1, but what about other side, left side, 1 by A? Therefore, option A does not work out fully. So option 2 works out fully if A is less than 1 or greater than minus 1 and less than 1. If you take also, A square is greater than 0 and less than 1, so A square is less than 1 compulsorily. And option C or 3 says which is greater than minus 1. A is always greater than minus 1 but less than 1. So therefore, option 2 is this and option 3 is this. Both of them satisfy. Therefore, option C is the correct option. Please note it fast. Right children, so let's move to the next question. Look at this, mod of 7 minus 2x is less than 13. So 7 minus 2x is greater than or equal to minus 13, less than or equal to 13. So now using this, I should find out the limits of x. I should find the limits of x. So to find the limits of x, I need to subtract 7 first, because I need to subtract 7. Minus 20 is less than or equal to minus 2x is less than or equal to 13 minus 7. 13 minus 7 is 6. So therefore, now you multiply by 2, minus, multiply by minus. So this will come here, minus 6 is less than or equal to, this will go that side, less than or equal to 20, 2x. I multiplied by minus sign, so directions changed. Divide by 2, minus 3 is less than or equal to x is less than or equal to 10. So which option satisfies? Option D satisfies, children. Please note it fast. Right, children? So let's go to the next question. Mod of 10 minus v equal to 3, mod of v minus 5 equal to 8. So the values of v such v that satisfies both equations of above. So children, if you eliminate mod 10 minus v equal plus or minus 3, v minus 5 equal to plus or minus 8. So whenever we remove absolute form, we should write both the negative and as well as positive. So look at this. In the first equation, we know that 10 minus v must be equal to 3 or minus 3. Plus or minus 3 we said or not. So our possible values of v are 7 and 13. You see from here, if you take v, 10 minus v equal to plus 3 or 10 minus v equal to minus 3. So v equal to 13 or v equal to 7. That's what he is mentioning. Must be 7 or 13. Right, children? So second case, if you look at this, means if you substitute the values of v in the second one, v equal to 13, 13 minus 5 is 8, 13 minus 5 equal to 8. Next, 7 minus 5 equal to 2, not minus 8 or plus 8. So v equal to 13 satisfies both the equations. V equal to 13 satisfies both the equations. Right, children? Please note it fast. See, children, now the question arises, should we always substitute and check, or is there any other way? So let us look at the other method. Look at the second equation, v minus 5 equal to 8 or v minus 5 equal to minus 8. So v equal to 13 or v equal to minus 8 plus 5 is minus 3. You see, v equal to 13 and v equal to 13. So like that also you can see, it's not compulsory that you should use one equation, find v values and then substitute those in the second equation and see. That is not the only process. You can substitute both, check the values whatever are coming, and if you really feel that they are satisfied, that is okay. Otherwise, check the values which are common here in both the cases. V equal 13, V equal 13, common value of V is 13. Or other way is substitution and verifying. So verification method is always a verification only. Solving equation is always a standard method. Therefore, children, go for values, finding out the values, not substituting. Okay. So let's check the next question. Maria can peel and slice at least 10 dozen apples per hour, and at most 15 dozen apples. At least means minimum 10 dozens, and at most means maximum 15 dozen. Means Maria can peel in 1 hour of time 10 dozens to 15 dozen apples per hour. Based on this information, what is a possible amount of time in hours that would take Maria to peel and slice 60 dozen apples? 60 dozen apples. Now look at this, children. So the number of apples that she can slice in an hour lies between 10 and 15. Look at this. Number of, what is R actually? R actually the number of apples she can peel in an hours of time. So that is lying between 10 and 15 dozens. 10 and 15 dozens. Okay, children. So now her rate is what? 60 dozen apples is somewhere between 60 divided by 10, because minimum time minimum number of apples that she is peeling in an hour is 10 and maximum she is peeling is 15. So 60 divided by 10 is 6 and 60 divided by 15 is 4. means the time she could consume is between 4 hours and 6 hours to peel that 60 apples. So, between 4 and 6 hours. What is the answer which is there with 4 and 6 hours? 5. Between 4 and 6 hours is 5. So, answer is 5. Please note it fast. Okay children, let us move to the next question. So, look at this, x is less than y is less than minus 1, which of the following must be true? A, B, C, D options we gave. Now, we should see which of those satisfy the given conditions, right children? Since the sum of, see, x is less than y is less than minus 1, so both x and y should be negative. Both x and y should be negative, correct or not? X is less than minus 1, y is less than minus 1 means both x and y are negative. Sum of two negative numbers is what? Negative only. So, x plus y is always negative. Since the quotient of negative numbers of, the ratio if you take. So, ratio of two negative numbers is always positive. Negative by negative is positive, negative by negative is positive, negative plus negative is negative. So, positive number is always greater than negative number. So, y by x is always greater than x plus y. Which option satisfies? Y by x is always greater than x plus y. Which option satisfies children? Option B satisfies. Please note it fast. Right children, let us go to the next one. See children, if you observe these inequations, you should be very much careful in using signs, greater than, lesser than, positive, negative, all these parameters you should take into consideration. You cannot neglect any of those parameters. You should always take all these parameters into consideration and keep working If you find any difficulty, take some numbers and proceed. But while taking numbers children, you should always remember if x is greater than y or y is greater than x, such delicacy should be maintained. And should they be only integers or even can they be fractions, such things also need to be taken into consideration. Therefore, please be careful while using numerical values. Otherwise, go for generalized things as we are doing now. So, look at this, mod of this is less than 1. Whenever mod of something is less than some a, then that modulus if you remove, you will write greater than minus a and lesser than plus a. So, if that is the case, he is asking to find out values of n, 3n by 4 minus 2, I have removed modulus, so is greater than minus 1 and lesser than 1. Now, I should do what? I should eliminate minus 2. I will add 2 everywhere, in all three places I will add 2. So, what happens? 3n by 4 is greater than 2 minus 1 is lesser than 2 plus 1. So, 1 is less than 3n by 4 is less than 3. So, multiply by 4 by 3 throughout. So, 4 by 3 into 1 is lesser than n is lesser than 3 into 4 by 3. So, 4 by 3 is less than n. Four by 3 is less than n is less than 4. So, now you look at this, 4 by 3 is lesser than n, 4 by 3 is lesser than n. Now, what is that he said? N is an integer. What is the possible value of n? So n is greater than 4 by 3, n is greater than 4 by 3. So it should be an integer, it should be an integer. So what should be the value of n? What is the possible value of n, he said. What should be the possible value of n in that case? See, n is an integer. What is one possible value of n? Only one of these 4 values you need to pick. So n is greater than 4 by 3, n is greater than 4 by 3. So that means greater than 4 by 3 means what? Greater than 1. Possible value of n is, you see, n is greater than 4 by 3 means you will have 2, you will have 3, but lesser than 4. So 1 point something, n is greater than 1 point something means it could be 2, and lesser than 4 means 3. So the most suitable value, if you look at this here, children, are you following? N is greater than 1.33, 4 by 3 means greater than 1.33, means it should be either 2, but lesser than 4 means 3, means n should be either 2 or 3. So which option satisfies here? Which option satisfies? C, that is 3. Is it clear, children? Please note it fast. Right, children? So please be careful in selecting. See, generally the confusion that arises is 2 and 3. So here we don't have 2, here we don't have 2, therefore we will pick only 3. Right, children? So let's go to the next question now. Now what is that he says? Mod x is less than 2 and mod y is less than 1. So that means x is greater than or equal to minus 2, less than or equal to 2. For y it is, y is greater than or equal to minus 1, less than or equal to 1. Which is the, what is the least possible value of x minus y? So now look at this, children. Same thing whatever we wrote here is written here also. Here we have written because I am always trying to give you the practice of how do you write inequations. That's why I am always writing and showing here, children. So whenever it is mod x is less than or equal to 2, so mod x lies between x lies between minus 2 and plus 2. Mod y is less than or equal to 1 means y lies between minus 1 and plus 1. So x minus y, I should take x minus y, subtract x minus y. So it should lie between, x minus y is minus 2, minus of minus 1 is plus 1, less than or equal to 1. So now look at this. So x minus y, what is that he asking? What is the least possible value of x minus y? So less than or equal to minus 2 plus 1 is minus 1, less than or equal to x minus y is less than or equal to 1. So which option satisfies here? Let us check the different possibilities now. So let us check like this. So minus y is less than or equal to 1, less than or equal to 1 and minus 1, lies between minus 1 and plus 1. Y lies between minus 1 and 1, so minus y also lies between minus 1. So in that case, x minus y is less than or equal to 3, and here it is 3, minus 3 and 3. X minus y, add these two, here minus 3, here 3. Right, children? So the least possible value of x minus y in that case is minus 3. Least possible value of x minus y in that case is minus 3. So which option satisfies? Option A satisfies. Right, children? So please note all these points, work on and ensure that you are comfortable, and if any doubts are there, please feel free to ask me so that I can clarify your doubts and ensure that you are comfortably working. Right, children? Thank you very much. Have a great day.